Taurus. Hi, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing a bit of everything. So we will be looking at sort of general energy. We will be looking at job, career, finances. I'm pulling a card for health, physical reality, as well as love. Okay, so a bit of everything this week. I will just let everyone know if you want to enter the draw to win a free personal reading, just leave a comment on one of my videos. We're very close to drawing that when we hit our first 100 subscribers. So we're only about 6 or 7 people away, guys. So make sure you do leave a comment and obviously, like and subscribe to the channel as well. Today we are going to be using the Shapeshifters Oracle, the Oracle of the Shapeshifters by Lucy Cavendish. I also have as the main deck I'm using today the Red Hand Lenormand. That's a lovely deck by pixeloccult.com, guys. Also on Instagram. I'm eagerly awaiting their next deck. It's all in purples, this next one. We also have the Romantic Fairy Love Oracle happening today as well. All right, so getting into it for you today, Taurus, starting with that Oracle of the Shapeshifters. What's going on in the world of Taurus? What's going on for our Taurus? Okay, Taurus. So I sent you guys on an interesting journey with one of our readings the other day. I'm so excited to, I do hope people do comment and let me know once they start their, their scavenger hunt journey. It was a very interesting story that came out the other day for the Taurus, guys. So I'm very excited to hear all about that. And we do have another very, very interesting energy coming through with the fairy ring. Okay, so as you can see there, it's kind of like a circus tent going on. So once again, with the great vibes from you, Taurus, it does say new skills, advanced training, rapid improvements. So for some of you, I am just getting straight away that vibe that this could be linked to that reading that we saw the other day. So I believe that was the all Signs Love reading that we've done just recently, so over last weekend. So if you haven't seen that, I recommend watching the Taurus section of that reading, because it was such an intriguing story, Taurus, and I'm very excited to hear all about that. New skills, advanced training, and rapid improvements. Okay, so definitely I feel like a lot of things happening all at once for you, Taurus. We'll get a few extra cards to delve into that energy there. Okay, what's going on in the world of Taurus? New skills, advanced training, and rapid improvements. Whoa, okay, that's way too many. Taurus. Yeah, so I'm definitely getting an interesting energy coming through. We firstly we have the bouquet, but the main point of interest with that energy is this fox card here, and that's tying in really well with that energy from that fairy ring oracle, because the fox card can be a bit of a trickster. Okay, so the fox energy there, it's really bringing to mind that some sort of trickery, but not in a bad way at all. It's a totally positive energy coming through. It's that fun element, that fun, tricky, being really clever about things, but also, a bit of a trickster energy. Like if you can think of like Loki out of the Avengers movies, there, the Loki energy. Probably not so much out of the movies, but more so the original god that is based on, the Loki energy, the trickster. So it's not necessarily coming through in a negative way. It's a positive vibe coming through here with this fox energy. Now the fox sometimes can be like that player type energy as well. So I'm really just getting that Taurus, you've got a lot going on at the moment. So, rather than, being a player in the sense of, playing the field, this is sort of playing the field with life kind of vibe coming through, where you really are sort of got a whole bunch of different things going on for you at the moment, Taurus. And, trying to be really clever about the way you're approaching things at the moment, and especially with that bouquet energy coming through as well, because the bouquet is all about sort of that giving and taking, whereas the fox does not give unless they know that they're going to receive. It's kind of in one of the particular decks, you can actually see the fox, you know, handing over coins and making a deal with coins in return for a bag of coins. Okay, so it's kind of like that energy of you'll hand over things, you'll give energy as long as you know that you are going to definitely receive it in the form of something else. So it's kind of that sort of you know, being clever about the deals that we're doing at the moment, and you know, to the point of being, you know, a little bit tricky if necessary. So making sure that you definitely are going to gain from the situation, whatever you're giving as well. So a lot of the time it does talk about, you know, the fox energy gets back a lot more than what they give out as well. So, but with the flowers there being more reciprocal energy, it really is just talking about, you know, not putting anything into something unless you know you're going to get you know, equal or greater value in return. So, you know, not very very careful to not overpay for things at this sort of time. You know, with that oracle, it does say new skills and advanced training. So for some of you, this could be talking about things like some sort of education, where, you know, you give your all to that education because you know that, you know, further on down the track you're actually going to get a lot extra back from having that extra skill or that extra training. So, you know, really only giving those things your all if you know that there is sort of a long-term goal in mind. You know, even if it's not paying out, you know, straight away, you know, the payback is, you know, probably double your money, so to speak. So I do feel that, and the flowers also can talk about, you know, physical reward and gifts as well. So I do feel as though you are sort of, you know, very, I want to say even being tricky about the way that we're receiving gifts as well. So, you know, not taking advantage of things if we know that we're not willing to put things back into that energy. So, you know, even when it comes to physical gifts, you sort of being just very careful about the give and take with things at the moment. And I feel though, for a lot of you, this is a non-physical thing. This is things like, you know, education and, you know, the way that you're approaching life and the way that you're approaching energy. It's really, you know, you're giving a lot, but you're also receiving a lot in return. So for some of you, this could also be like self-improvement type stuff. So, you know, once again, that's a type of education. So, you know, you're putting a lot of effort into some certain, you know, self-improvement thing, but you know that the payoff is going to be huge for you down the track when it comes to whatever that particular thing is. Okay, so it's a bit generalized there, but you know, it's really talking about looking at the way we're giving and taking, you know, energy, and is that reciprocal, or, you know, not putting your energy into things where you know you're not going to get a return on that energy in some way, shape or form. So, you know, not giving love if you know that the person is not going to be able to give you love in return, or you know, even sometimes I feel, you know, we do give love to people that we know they can't return it because we know that we're getting something else from doing that. You know, so those sorts of situations, I feel like, you know, if you are caring for people, you know that there's some sort of external reward for doing so. So, you know, but just really thinking about the way that we're giving and taking at the moment and being really clever about that, to the point of, you know, even being a little bit of that trickster energy. And but you know, with that fox, I really am just getting a fun kind of energy. Like we did see that carnival sort of energy in that oracle as well. So there is a really sort of fun, playful vibe to the way you're giving and taking at the moment as well. So that's you know, once again, very very interesting. And like I said, it is very similar to that you know, I'm just going to call it the scavenger hunt energy that we did see in that other reading the other day. Okay, so I wanted to throw one else out That's like the rebel card, okay? So sort of rebelling against, the straight and narrow, rebelling against what's normal, and really sort of finding the joy in things that other people may not sort of see the joy in at the moment. I did put that back in the deck because we're about to move on to job, career, and finances for you. Okay. Job, career, and finances for Taurus. Firstly, we'll grab one card for the present situation and then another for the future, the near future, with your job, career, and finances. Okay, Taurus. Job, career, and finances for Taurus. Okay, so I don't very often see these cards popping up, for career and finances. So this is, once again, you're keeping me on my toes today, Taurus, with this interesting energy. All right, so we are seeing two of the brand new. These are both extended to this particular deck. These cards are unique to this deck. So firstly, we do have the fungi card for the current situation within workplace sort of stuff. So this covers a lot of ground as well. This literally fungi does cover a lot of ground. So once again, I'm getting that vibe of you having quite a lot of things going on when it does come to job, career, and finances. Okay, you kind of got a mushroom over here, a mushroom over there, mushrooms over here, and you're really in this stage, Taurus, where you're able to sort of grow things from dirt, so to speak. You can grow things, from compost, and grow these brand new things that are, a whole variety of things too, because, mushrooms are not limited to just being food. They're also medications, drugs, and a lot of other things as well that, mushrooms are used for. So, you kind of, very multi-skilled, multi-talented, multitasking at the moment. But there is this element too of, having a strong network going on at the moment within your job, your career, or your financials even as well. So if it's a financial thing, it'd be like having a strong network of people supporting you, pushing you to do the best that you can with your financial situation. Maybe people like, financial advisors helping you out, those sorts of things. But, I feel for majority of you, this is, you relying on the network, and social networking, all those sorts of elements coming through with that, with your job, career coming through. So a bit of teamwork comes through with this as well. That, like I said, that networking more so than anything. So, this could be sort of reaching out and expanding out online as well. Those sorts of things do sometimes come through with the mushroom card because, mushroom and fungi in general, they are very interconnected and they kind of talk to each other a lot, like a constant thing. So it really does talk about, relying on that network to further yourself at this time when it comes to your job or your career. Or like I said, with your financials as well, we can rely on a bit of a network to really help further those financials for you at the moment. All right. Now, this is a very interesting energy for the near future for you with your job, career. We do have the astral card has come out. Okay, so that talks all about, the plane beyond reality, the 5D, things with your third eye chakra. It's kind of like that. I'm getting that vibe for you, Taurus, of, build it and they will come. If you can dream it, it can happen. It does talk heavily about things like dreams. Okay, so you may have some really crazy, wild dream that you're trying to achieve or headed toward in the near future with your job or your career. Even your finances as well. You may have this crazy idea that, I want to get this amount of money this year, and you're headed straight for it. You're really working on the energy side of things and the manifestation of that dream at the moment. Okay, and what we're sort of seeing too. Once again, this can be very connected to online stuff as well. So in the near future, continuing on with online kind of stuff. Some of you may actually be heading into, taking more spirituality on board within your job or your career. There may be an element of that coming through as well, because like I said, it is connected to the third eye and the crown chakra, that 5D reality that, once again, that I'm just getting that, if you can dream it possible, it is possible. So nothing is sort of impossible for you at the moment. Everything within your imagination can become reality for you in the near future with your job or your career. So it's really, yeah, if there is something, even if you're actually dreaming about a certain thing with your job or your career or your finances, those dreams are probably quite important at the moment. So, pay attention to those, but not so much what's happening in the dreams, but, the emotions that they evoke, and the ideas that they evoke within you, because there is this really strong pull for you being able to, I'm just getting this image of someone just pulling things out of their mind, all right? So, it's in your mind, and you can just pull it out into reality for yourself. So really being able to manifest in the near future what it is that you do want, with what direction you want to go in. Really focus on manifesting those dreams and desires that you do have, because you are sort of heading into a very connected time with the energy here, and that fox and bouquet energy do support that as well. So like I said, with the new skills and extra training, it's kind of, yeah, you know that the payoff's going to be huge, and you're sort of already visualizing the payoff, and already visualizing yourself moving into that realm. So it's really going to pay off for you, Taurus. So whatever you're doing, keep it up, I reckon, when it comes to your job or your career, all right, and your financial situation. Just in general, guys, you guys seem to be smashing it at the moment with your energy. So even if you don't feel as though you are, in reality, smashing it, the energy is definitely, you are really sort of working on some stuff behind the scenes, whether you are aware of it or not, okay? But we'll have a look at your physical reality and health. Anything Taurus needs to know about physical reality and health, please? Okay, so we've got the house coming out for you. So, that's kind of, it does evoke that idea of your body is your temple. So just make sure you are looking after your physical reality. But, the house is a safety net. It's security and stability. So everything seems to be, once again, going pretty smoothly for you in reality, as well as, health-wise. Everything does seem to be pretty safe and secure, stable for you within that realm. If you do have any existing conditions, that's kind of that energy of, nothing's, going hectic. So, nothing, good, no news is good news, right? So that's that kind of energy. It can, it can just talk about, your body is your temple, spending some time at home, resting, taking care of your home life, those sorts of energies, taking care of your family, and home life is probably, the main thing, taking care of your physical body, your home life, and what keeps you stable in this world. That's sort of the main thing. I'm not getting any health issues sort of jumping out at me in regard to that. So, like I said, if you do have, any existing conditions that you were concerned about, it seems to be stable, and no sort of, like I said, no news is good news, right? Okay. So, well, we will ask, I'll grab a card when it comes to love. I will grab a card for you for non-romantic love before we move into the romantic love. All right, Taurus. This is like friends and family. Since we've seen that house there, I did want to make sure we drew a more platonic themed love for you. Okay, non-romantic love for Taurus. Okay, and romantic love. What's going on with romantic love for our Taurus? Okay, so when it comes to, friends, family, those non-romantic people that you love in your life, we do have the moon energy. So that I am straight away getting that, there's something in your intuition telling you about something going on with a person, and you're correct. Whatever your intuition is telling you about that particular person in your friends or family, in your heart, that non-romantically. Um, Follow your intuition about that situation, because I do feel as though they're in an emotional, this is the card of emotional sensitivities and intuition. So I do feel as though that particular person, and your intuition is already telling you this, Taurus. I feel um, that was the first message I got, that what your intuition is telling you is correct, and that someone is having a bit of a hard time emotionally, or struggling to deal with certain emotion. And they maybe just need your support at this time. So follow your intuition when it comes to that family member. I want to say family member for majority of you, but it could just be someone you consider as family, someone within your heart space. But yeah, they are just struggling a little bit emotionally. This definitely could talk about a Cancer. This is the card of the Cancer star sign. So they may be a Cancer, but I do feel that it's more to do with their emotional well-being at this time. All right, so this may be someone struggling at the moment emotionally with something in particular, or just in general. It is giving me that vibe of like a little bit of depression kind of vibe coming through there. So, follow your intuition when it comes to that person. You may just need to sort of, I just feel that you just need to check in on them, and, just let them know that you're there for them, sort of thing. All right. We do also have, when it comes to romantic love, we do have the cat first and foremost, followed by the beetle, and then the coffin energy. Okay, so this is actually kind of an interesting energy, because I feel as though this is talking about something that's already happened for you, Taurus, something that you've closed the lid on it, okay? Because we did have the coffin come out third, and the coffin is that death and rebirth. So something that's ended in in the past for you, I feel, and we're sort of looking at that here, but what it's actually doing is it's actually bringing around brand new energy for you romantically. There's I can feel there's a new energy. I might draw another card after that, or we will just go straight to looking through the oracle there for the near future, because I do feel as though this coffin is kind of like where you are at present, rather than and this is the past. So yeah, you've already closed this off. For majority of you, this has already been closed off and ended. It's something that's already, we've already seen the death of a situation, and now it's spurning on new energy for you. So, there's definitely an ending in the past that we're looking at today. So what we're looking at here in the past is this cat and beetle energy. All right, so it's a very interesting energy, okay, because the cat, I feel like I'm just trying to work out which one is you in this situation. I think it might be different for everyone within the collective, but I am feeling that these are the two separate energies, all right? Because the cat here, the cat is, a lot of the time it, it represents someone who holds themselves back a lot, quite aloof, and, holds themselves back from, giving affection and emotion, and, um, they can be a little bit withdrawn, and it's kind of like how you imagine a real cat, like, and not a cat that's been, like fully domesticated, just lays in the house all day. I'm talking about those sort of cats where you have to approach them softly, and like really be careful with the way that you approach them, so that they don't get skittish and run off. I feel as though this person has the tendency to be very skittish and run off. So whether that's you or someone you have dealt with in the past, like I said, I feel as though this may be different for a few different people within the collective, but this cat energy, it's kind of, holding yourself back, not fully giving yourself to a situation, being a bit of a stranger to being able to open up and get too close is the main vibe I'm getting with that. You know, because it is the companion card to the dog energy, it does have strong loyalty there behind the scenes. There is, strong compassion and support behind the scenes, but it's at a distance. I'll support you from a distance. I will be there for you, but I'm not gonna allow myself to get too close to you. So whoever this person was, they were still holding back quite a bit, and the other person was having to approach them, quite carefully. And if they approached them, quickly or in this unexpected way, this person would kind of, you know, tuck tail and run, and it would scare them a little bit. There was a bit of fear attached, and also that aloofness where it was like, oh, like this situation is below me. That queenly kind of cat energy coming through a little bit as well, where it's kind of like, yeah, I want you to pat me, but I'm just going to act like I don't care. That kind of energy. So whoever that is, like you will probably know within your situation, because the other person in the situation here, was this beetle. So they did have their armor up, but they were also willing to, let those little vulnerable wings out and get a little bit closer. And they were really, putting a lot of work in. So I feel like for majority of you, this is probably you, that beetle energy there. You still had your armor there, but but you were a lot more willing to, be a bit more vulnerable. You were trying to, make this connection sort of fly, and you were really bringing about a lot of hard work and trying to, get teamwork happening between you and this other person. So it's kind of that energy of, maybe that's why we're seeing that fox and flowers, that bouquet, at the start there too, because you've had experiences with, unequal give and take, like trying to give to a connection and trying to put in the hard work to make it work. But the other person was just too skittish and would, run away when things got too close. So it's a very interesting energy. But like if you look at it, it's a cat and a beetle. Okay, so there's not much. If anything, a cat is going to try to play with the beetle. You can imagine a cat sort of batting it around, like, oh yeah, I'll let you close enough so that I can like flick you back the other way, and it's kind of that sort of energy too, where they may have been playing with the beetle's emotions a little bit and flitting in and out, and but like a cat and a beetle, they're not a pair. They're pardon, two different. They're two different, and there's just this energy here that that's ended. It's obviously ended because we do have that coffin energy, but in some ways it may have chained you down a little bit. We do see this particular coffin card, in the chains there. But like I said, I do feel as though you're starting to break free of this, whatever's happened in the past, the emotions that are still attached to that in the past. It probably did take you a little while to deal with the emotions from that situation, and let your armor back down again. You may have, closed up into that little beetle with the armor all up high, after dealing with that cat energy, but, I feel as though that's coming to an end, and this is one of the new beginnings that you're experiencing, one of the shifts that you're experiencing, where that's not actually chaining you down anymore. That ending is not holding you back anymore. You're really moving forward into, the rebirth of that energy into something brand new. So we'll have a look and see, what we're looking at when it comes to after that coffin energy. So the near future for you, Taurus. Near future for Taurus with romantic love, please. What's coming in for Taurus with romantic love? What is that energy shifting to? Okay, yeah. So it did wanted to tell me this is what that coffin is all about. It's forgiveness. Okay, so um, allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. All right, so that's what you've done. You've been healing from this. You have now sort of accepted and forgiven, that cat energy for what has happened in the past. All right, and you having that forgiveness within yourself, that's what's creating that brand new energy for you. All right, so we are seeing manifesting the one. All right. So very soon your true love will arrive. All right. So this may already be, some of you may already be, in contact with this person. You may already know this person, but, your true love will arrive. So the near future looking bright for you when it comes to love. We also see forever young. All right. So that does say a song of youthful playfulness. So yeah, once again, that's that carnival type energy, that having fun and just experiencing life and moving forward. And do you know what? I feel like some of you Tauruses are sort of realizing now that you've done that forgiveness dance, you are sort of realizing that the manifesting the one is actually manifesting that you yourself being your own true love and having this youthful playfulness within yourself to approach love in a totally different way, and really experience it rather than be trapped by it. All right. And so some of you that finding that true love is actually talking about finding true love within yourself first. So there definitely still could be another person coming into play, but I feel for a lot of you it's you've started to find that true love for yourself within, and that's what sort of puts you into this playful awesome energy. So I'm really excited by your energy, lately, Taurus. It has been a very exciting energy lately. So definitely a lot of things coming in for you in the near future. So yeah, definitely forgive yourself for anything that's happened in the past, and everything does look kind of pretty good, all in all for you, Taurus. Like I said, your energy is just smashing it at the moment. So even if you don't feel that that's the case, the energy is definitely there for you to, really be seeing some successes in your life. But like we said with that astral card there, dream it and they will come. If you can dream it, it's possible for you. All right. So you really are in a strong position of power at the moment, Taurus, with being able to, achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. Awesome. Well, that's what I have for you today, Taurus. I hope that resonates for you guys. Let me know in the comments, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon.